Welcome to the Assist Podcast. I'm your host, Zach Schwartz, and joining me today is a man who has created his own Finsta. He's rolling in the dough up in Bowling Green, Ohio. It is Kyle Milner. Kyle, how are you today?
I'm good, Zach. How are you?
I'm not too bad, I know the one time we had you on, may or may not have had you on the companion, you had some issues with your mom. Are there any issues with you coming on this podcast?
I don't see my mom around, so
that's good.
We are good to go.
Awesome. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I've been an alcoholic for 10 years. No, I'm just kidding. I go to the Bowling Green State University. There is no "the" in the title. I'm involved with men's soccer. I'm on staff. I am the student director of soccer operations. Yeah, that's right.
Big
pretty
title.
Important name.
Lots of Nike gear.
Yeah. It's not as important as it sounds, but it's a lot of fun. I love what I do. I dabble in coaching every now and then. It's a passion of mine. But, yeah, that's about it. I'm 20 years old, living life. Ladies, I'm single.
Wow, that's a big play there. Yeah.
That's it.
I like it.
Just putting it out there.
We, of course, graduated high school together, played many years on the soccer team.
Yes,
you as the
did.
goalie. I protected you as a defender.
Sometimes.
All right, fair point. And you also played basketball, which, for this purposes of this podcast, makes you a basketball expert.
Wait. Played basketball. I'm retired.
Good point. Yeah, well,
just put that out there.
And even the play there, I mean, you kind of observed a lot more. So that makes you more of an expert, though, because you observe it. You were able to watch it. You got the sideline view.
Yes, this is true.
Okay.
I did a lot of watching from the closest seat to the coaches on the bench. I thought, like, if they saw me more, like, they'd put me in. And let me tell you guys, it just didn't work. You actually have to be good at basketball.
It's true. It's good advice for life in some situations.
Yes, it is.
Not for that. So, regardless, the NBA just got off the All-Star break. There have been a couple games happening, and there's a couple games going on right now as we record this on Sunday, February 24th. It's the 24th. There you go. So if the records change, I'm sorry, people. We had to get this in. Kyle, first thing I wanted to ask you was, there's kind of a 4-team race at the top of the East. Indiana is third, I know, but without Victor Oladipo, I don't think they're really the same quality. We have Milwaukee at the top, Toronto a game or two back, Philadelphia after just making that big Tobias Harris trade, and Boston, who's been up and down and has Kyrie Irving just talking about anything and everything apparently detrimental to the team. Who do you think is the best team?
I think at the end of the day, it's going to be Philly or Toronto coming out of the East.
Wow, okay.
I do not see Milwaukee with their inexperience coming out of the East.
Wow.
I could see them finishing top, but I can't see them in the playoffs performing.
Yeah, like in a series going into another team's home and winning. Interesting.
Philly is my sleeper. They're sitting down there at 4 right now, but I think they're gonna start climbing.
You like the Tobias Harris move then?
Very good move.
I was a little, and Sal and I talked about this a couple weeks ago. I was a little worried about the depth, but I mean that starting 5 is the best in the East when you can just put out that at the end of games, which is pretty crazy.
They're young and they're hungry. That Philly team.
The thing for me I would take the Bucks. And the reason I'm going to take the Bucks is because Giannis seems to have gotten to another level this year, which is hard to believe for his standards. Giannis is amazing. I think Mike Budenholzer has completely transformed that team. Chris Middleton is an all-star now, which is crazy because the Pistons took him in the second round a couple years ago. And yeah, anyway. I think that supporting cast, I think the deal for Nikola Mirotic was brilliant. I think he fits their system really well. Brook Lopez is now shooting 6 threes or so a game. I mean, that's insane. He's awesome. So I really like the Bucks. I think Toronto you could make a big argument for because obviously they're probably the best well-coached team with Nick Nurse there.
Yes.
And Kawhi when he wants to play. I mean, Kawhi's probably one of the only people on the planet that can shut down Giannis in a playoff series like you're talking about going toe-to-toe. So I think Milwaukee will definitely finish at the top. And if we get a Milwaukee-Toronto conference finals, we're in for a treat. Philly's interesting, though, because Embiid has quietly been really good this year and could be the 4th pick for MVP behind Giannis, who would be my pick right now, Harden.
Hands down.
And Paul George, of course, who's been killing it. So, and I think it's funny because coming into the year, I think a lot of people would have taken Boston. And Boston, I mean, I don't even know what's happening really there. It's just,
I would have taken Boston.
Yeah.
And they just fell off. I had no idea. The earth is apparently flat, and they're all messed up over there.
Kyrie just likes to talk, it seems like. It seems like he needs to make all of his feelings public knowledge, which is a bold strategy for team leadership.
He sounds like these YouTubers nowadays. They're all trying to be relevant, and he's just trying to get the clickbait out there, you know?
Yeah. Do you think he goes to New York?
I think New York's got something cooking, but I don't. His wordplay is kind of weird though, because he'll be like, he did that one commercial where he was like, "I want my number 11 to be up in the rafters."
Right.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are other times where he's talking about moving and he's indecisive with his answer. He just kind of leaves it broad, and yeah, it's. So I don't know for sure him, but I think that this may be the last year we see the full Warriors team together.
I agree. And obviously you and I are just college kids. We do not have NBA insiders or info like that. But if you just look at the money, obviously, the New York Knicks trade, when they sent away Porzingis, who I love Porzingis, that raised an alarm in me. Because you don't make that deal unless you really, really, really think, or, dare I say, tampering rules, Durant or Kyrie's coming. So that's the thing to me, because, or if you do that deal, you're just stupid, which also qualifies for the Knicks. So you can't necessarily rule that out, but that deal certainly, and I think it definitely raised some eyebrows around the league. Like, oh, you're making that deal now? So it's interesting to say the least. Shifting gears a little bit, still in the East, but I wanted to talk about where my team resides, the final 3 playoff spots in the East. Now, this is cooking up a little bit as well. The Brooklyn Nets have crawled out of the endless first-round picks they owe Boston to be in 6th place right now in the East. Detroit, a couple games back in 7th after having beaten the Miami Heat last night convincingly. The Charlotte Hornets are in 8th. Orlando in 9th. Miami in 10th. It's interesting, this race here for the 6, 7, 8 seed here. Who do you handicap in this sense to get those last 3 spots?
I think Brooklyn for sure is a shoo-in if they don't climb any farther up. Mm-hmm. Because they're hot right now. This East is tough because it's all pretty bad.
I was going to say, go ahead and say it. Go ahead. Tell me the Detroit Pistons are just a middle-of-the-road team.
The Detroit Pistons, this isn't, and we're not talking soccer today, but if we were, the Detroit Pistons are Newcastle United of the NBA.
Wow. That's rough.
Let's get something straight here. Smash mouth basketball over there. But I could see Orlando climbing up
They have a young, fun team.
Yeah, I definitely could see Charlotte falling. They're just kind of there right now. They have Kemba, but then who really else do they have? I mean, they have a couple young guys. They have Bagley, correct?
No, the Kings have Bagley. They have
what's his name?
Miles Bridges.
Miles Bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Couple young guys, as I said, but I could see them falling. D Wade can make one last push in his NBA career. Who knows? The East is up in the air. It's a bunch of madness.
So, yeah, I agree. I think it's Brooklyn, Detroit, and Orlando in that order. Talk about Detroit being smash mouth basketball. Can we talk about Blake Griffin? He is really good.
Very good. I think he's grown a lot in the last 2 years. He developed a shot.
Yeah.
And I think he's actually gotten a lot better dribbling as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he runs the offense.
I mean, who else is going to do it? You have Reggie Jackson running that offense.
Don't even tell him. You know how much Reggie Jackson gets paid? $18 million. Don't tell him. Don't talk about it. Okay, I don't want to get upset on the air here. But I think Blake Griffin's been playing like an all NBA guy. You know, a top 15 guy in the league, averaging 26, 8, and 5. His beard is impeccable. I think he leads the Pistons directly to first round sweep by Toronto, which is fine. I would have been really upset if they didn't make the playoffs this year, but what are you going to do? Drummond's contract's over soon, so is Reggie Jackson. So hopefully Blake stays healthy, and because he's on a contract for another 4 years, hopefully
which is unfortunate for him.
Apparently he likes Detroit. He's building a house.
4 years is a long time. You're going to need somewhere to live.
The outskirts of Detroit aren't that bad. Just don't go into the city per se.
Yeah.
And I think Nikola Vucevic, who obviously was selected to the All-Star game, has been killing it for Orlando. And I mean, here we're talking about separating mediocre teams from mediocre teams, but I think the Magic will make the playoffs, which is significant to their fan base. They haven't made it in a long time, since the Dwight Howard days, back when Dwight Howard was a good NBA player. Yeah.
Where is he now?
We don't need to talk about that.
Where is he now?
Oh, that was a crazy story when it came out. So yeah, that's how I think. And I think Charlotte, I mean, they're okay, like you said. Kemba led them to a hot start, but I mean, they're relying on Frank Kaminsky a lot.
Yeah,
which isn't great.
No longer a tank.
No longer. He was at Wisconsin, not anymore. I don't think. I mean, Dwayne Wade could play. I don't really like Miami's team overall, though. I don't know. And they waived Wayne Ellington, and now Detroit has him, and he's a starter for the team, which shows how bad Detroit is in wing depth, but it's just an interesting move, I guess.
Just shows how bad Detroit is.
Okay, well, you know what?
We'll leave it at that. I mean, all right, they have a playoff spot. Well, I'll give you that.
Thank you. I know you're just hoping to get Zion for the Cavs, so...
Yeah, the Cavs are winning terrible games right now. They are heading in the wrong direction. They're on a 2-game win streak. I don't know what Dan Gilbert's doing. I think we should bring up the Canton Charge, have them play a couple games.
The G League team?
Yeah, maybe bring back Anthony Bennett.
Oh, goodness gracious.
He's been hot in the G League. He had a 36-point game the other night. I saw that. But yeah, we're rebuilding.
That has to be one of the worst draft picks of all time.
The worst number 1 draft pick of all time.
I mean, in 12 years, the Cavs, managed to win the draft lottery 3 times. Well, actually 4 times, because you had Wiggins and then traded him so you had LeBron, Kyrie, Andrew Wiggins, which worked out. You guys got Kevin Love, won a title. And Anthony Bennett in 2013. Do you know who went second in that draft? Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, it's quite a loss.
It's okay. The Pistons picked Kentavious
But
Caldwell.
how well is he doing right now?
Well, okay, he's injured. You can't hold that against the guy.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It really is, but
Oh well, if you guys get Zion, I mean that's just incredible luck. I don't know what Dan Gilbert did to get that luck. Maybe sold his soul or something, but who knows? He'll run Zion out of town too.
Seriously.
Just like he did LeBron, which leads me to this transition. That was great. Are the Lakers going to miss the playoffs? And you, I know, when LeBron was in Cleveland, you weren't very happy with LeBron. So maybe tell a little bit of that, and then talk about if you think they're going to make it or not.
All right, people. Unpopular opinion. I don't like LeBron. LeBron is a ball hog. When you play with LeBron, it's either his way or the highway. You don't have a coach. Luke Walton, he's there, but he's not really there. LeBron's the coach. Yeah, I'm sure he has his own clipboard that he hides, but the Lakers will make the playoffs because LeBron is LeBron. He says he's going into playoff mode, but I just saw a video the other day of him walking back on defense. Nothing new. LeBron doesn't play defense. He once talked about the last thing he ever wanted in his career was to win Defensive Player of the Year. And he never did it.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Is LeBron the GOAT? No. No, he's not. The Lakers will make the playoffs, to answer your question. But
not the GOAT.
Not the GOAT. Just not it. MJ's the GOAT. Larry Bird's a sleeper goat, but we won't get into that.
We gotta pull up a picture of your Larry Bird socks here for the promo of this episode. So your LeBron hate was always funny to me because he obviously delivered you a championship.
All right, don't get me wrong. Yes, he won us a championship. He put the team on his back. We had a Kevin Love who could have easily played in a wheelchair for how reliable he is. Kyrie, again, he thinks the world is flat. So, he was clutch game 7 or game 6, whatever, on 2016. Great year. But yeah, just LeBron, great player, just not for me.
I see.
I
not
would take
your
somebody
flavor.
else with the first pick. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. To that point, I think the Kings make the playoffs. I'm going bold. I think the Sacramento Kings will actually make the playoffs. I love De'Aaron Fox. I loved him coming out of college at Kentucky. I'll have this thing where I watch these guys, like during the tournament and during the conference tournaments, college basketball. And there are a couple where you're obvious, like Anthony Davis was blatantly good. John Wall, blatantly good, etc. Those kind of guys. I loved Fox. I mean, he went 5th, and I think that was a great pick. He struggled last year. Now he's up to 17 points, 7 assists per game. Buddy Hield's been playing great. I like the Kings. They're young and they're fun, which I think I don't know any Kings fans, but I have to imagine they're pretty excited and hyped up for that.
Kings, the best California team.
So, is that who else is in the? Wait, no, that's not true. Hold on.
No.
I was like, who else is in? No, not quite.
Yeah,
I also think the Clippers will drop all out because their picks.
Oh, for sure. Now they traded Tobias.
Yeah. So they'll drop
for sure.
And I don't know. And did you see LeBron's comments that he called out the Lakers core, saying like this is sometimes these guys aren't like intense enough or something like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
LeBron being LeBron.
Are there no closed team meetings anymore?
No, it's just one big open conversation.
Seems
everybody gets to join in.
Yeah, we all get that, and then it gives the ESPN news stories, right? So I guess
we just wait for an update from Woj.
Yeah, exactly, a Woj bomb. All right, well, that's who's going to make the playoffs, certified by your 2 NBA experts. So now we're going to play our game here. I am going to ask you questions, and you are going to answer them rapidly, which makes it rapid-fire questions. So Katie and I tried playing this, and as it goes, it wasn't very rapid, so it's fun. But
so don't think, just do. All right,
just do, yeah. I will. I promise I will not bait you into saying something that may be used against you in court. Ready?
Jim Boeheim.
Too soon.
All right. Can I bring this up real quick?
Yes.
This has not gotten enough publicity. This man coached last night. Was it last night? Against Duke.
Yes.
The Duke killed a man.
It was an accident.
It was an accident, but I can't believe the man it didn't get enough publicity. Like, this guy, it was completely overshadowed.
Because it's a tragic accident. It's not like he killed. It's not like he stabbed the guy. He hit him with his car on accident at the dark on the highway.
I'm just joking.
Okay,
but I just find it funny that it has just kind of been pushed aside. But
Zion's
power to him though.
Zion's knee was more important than that man apparently.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
it's pretty bad.
Power to this man. He got out there. He shed a few tears and. Sadly, he lost the game because Duke's Duke, but yeah, it was powerful stuff.
Yeah, it's tough.
All right, rapid fire. Here we go.
What are 3 items you always carry?
Phone, wallet, keys.
Wow, okay, very basic. Fried or grilled?
Ooh. Grilled.
Is there any expression or phrase you say often?
Pass.
Do you collect anything?
No.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yes.
Do you have a nickname?
Millie.
What can you cook?
Microwavable mac and cheese.
What talent or ability do you have?
I can try to sing. Oh, I'm a very talented dancer.
That's
Next
right.
question.
What famous person would you most like to meet?
Oh, Justin Timberlake, hands down.
When and how did we meet?
Carefully. Middle school.
Yep.
Met you by association.
Good point. Let's do 2 more here. What time do you get up in the morning?
Depends on the day. 7:45.
What is one place in the world you would most like to visit?
England.
Just England? No, nowhere specific?
Manchester.
Okay. Do you love me?
Yes.
All right, that's it.
Wow, well done.
I love
Sweet.
you too. That was very rapid fire. That was very good. I like that.
Don't think, just do.
That's right. That's the phrase you say often.
I said that twice in my life.
All right, never mind then. Okay. And now for our not so rapid story. You texted this to me earlier, and this is great. I don't remember the exact details, so you have to fill this in. But the title of this story is "The Destruction of My House" from the days where the group would always come over and hang out. So I'll let you expand on that.
So yeah, we always used to go over to Zach's house. Always, we still do.
Yeah.
For one, the man's got a walk-in pantry, so props to him. That's like hands down, like the only reason I go there. No, just kidding.
Music to your ears.
Yes. So we always hang out in his basement, and we always spend the night. And I always put the air mattress in the worst spot. So I think I put it too close to the desk one time, popped it. I think I just might have been too big, popped another one. I've knocked over lamps. It's just been a lot. Like Mrs. Schwartz, shout out to Mrs. Schwartz, my second mom. Yeah, she wasn't happy with me for a little bit there, but
And it's not even like you're like a big guy. Like you were just bigger than all of us. Like you're what, 6'1", maybe?
6'1".
Yeah, and so it's like, and you've been taller at least than average your whole life. So it's like,
I've been blessed.
Yeah, whenever you popped an air mattress or something like that, my mom's like, "Oh, blah blah blah," and then you're like, "Oh, is that a fat joke?" And of course, along with the pantry stuff, it's like but you're not even like a fat guy. It just happened. There's like a period, maybe over 3 months, where all this like happened, and it was just like rapid. I felt like
I make a joke out of it.
Yeah, so. I don't think we have any more air mattresses, by the way, and we stopped using them. We're not allowed
I'm
to
the
use them
reason for
anymore.
that. Yeah. Now I make my own beds at their house. I use couch cushions, chair cushion, just any kind of cushion, pillows. Blankets, of course.
Whatever you can get your hands on, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Spare M&M wrappers?
Yeah, don't take those in Zach's basement. Word to the wise. If Mrs. Schwartz finds them, she'll be very angry.
You don't want to see Mrs. Schwartz when she's angry.
Love that lady.
She is incredible. All right, Kyle, thank you for coming on.
It's been very fun.
We'll have you on again soon. Thank you for listening to the Assist Podcast. If you like the show, go drop a 5-star rating. That really helps us keep the show going. If you want to stay updated with all of the podcast episodes, hit the subscribe button and also go follow our Twitter, which is @assist_podcast, and our Instagram, which is now the Assist Podcast. And you can write any emails, any suggestions you have to theassistpod@yahoo.com, and we'll see you next week.